Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm here with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about something a little more depressing. I'm going to be talking about gender dysphoria, and a little disclaimer: you may or may not experience dysphoria. That doesn't make you any less trans or more trans or whatever. We all have our own different experiences with, gender dysphoria. I'm so sorry for the yelling. I'm so sorry. So don't take anything I say as should I be feeling like this? Like, should I feel bad that I don't feel like this? No, we all have our different experiences with this. So don't, base, what you're gonna feel or, gender dysphoria on what I'm saying. This is my personal experience with it. I'm not gonna talk on something that I don't know much about, so this is gonna be my 100% experience with gender dysphoria. So I have a little, I have a little binder and I wrote stuff down so I don't get scatterbrained. So hopefully this works. I'm gonna be, kind of talking about the definition of gender dysphoria a little loosely, just because I've read the definition a couple times, but I don't remember it. But dysphoria means discomfort / unhappiness or unhappiness. So when you add gender and dysphoria together, it is the unhappiness or discomfort with the gender that you were assigned with at birth. And basically, gender dysphoria is a kind of fancy, doctory term for, the word transgender. My therapist, when she diagnosed me, she was like, yeah, gender dysphoria. So it's just like a fancy medical term. Now, there are a lot of triggers out there for dysphoria. I'm only going to be talking about mine, again, just because I don't want to speak on something that I do not know. But if you check out someone else's, video, it may, be totally different from everything that I'm saying, There are just so many different triggers out there. So my first main trigger, this is the one that hurts the most, I guess. I guess I have top two in the top place, I guess. And that is my body. I am very, very dysphoric about my body. I'll have good days and bad days, I guess. I could walk out the house looking like a queen, or feeling like a queen, more importantly. I feel good, and then there's some times where I feel honestly embarrassed to go out in public, and I don't know why, because there are, cis women out there who, have the same body type as me. I've seen cis women in my town who have bigger shoulders and smaller, hips than I do, and I don't know why I'm beating myself up so much about it, why I am, being so hard on something that I can't change. Hormones, they'll give me a nice, curvy-ish shape. I'll get a little bit of hip action. Muscle mass will slowly, go down. But I'm going to be stuck with, broad shoulders and smaller hips unless I get, surgery or something like that, which I have no clue if I want to get, any kind of surgery yet. I'm still, deciding. Anyway. So I'm stuck with this body, and again, I've seen cis women with the same body as me, and I don't know why I'm being so harsh on myself, but it's something that can make or break my day. If I put on an outfit, it could make or break if I'm going out that day. It's gonna it has so much control on me, and I'm letting it have so much control on me that I feel like if I let go, I could be a lot happier. But I don't know. I feel like I can't let go. I feel like my body has to look this way for me to look good. And no matter what anyone tells me, I'm just no, you're wrong. My body's fucking ugly. And it makes me upset a lot. And I get depressed sometimes, and not as bad as, it's not as bad as before I started hormones. But being depressed isn't a good thing either. And yeah, I guess that's like, because I don't want to like have this a 20,000 minute video, so that's kind of like the explanation for, you know, my body, like my trigger. So I'm gonna be moving on to my face, and my face is right up there with my body. It's one of my biggest triggers. Again, it's something that I can make or break my day. Like if I like the way my face looks and it's looking like super feminine that day, I'll like be like, okay, queen, no makeup, you know, feeling good. And then sometimes when I'm feeling extra like masculine, or I feel like I look masculine, I'm just hiding from the world, not doing anything. So that's kind of why I don't film on time sometimes. I'm not going to blame it completely on gender dysphoria. It's also a little bit of laziness. And the past couple times I've done my makeup, it hasn't come out good. So I was just like, screw it. But sometimes when I come and I sit down to film and I can see myself, I'm just like, I can't film today. I can't, you know. It's something really hard. And something that it has a lot of control over me and how I'm feeling and, you know, what I'm doing, just because I want to be, you know, feminine so bad. And I honestly, I don't know if I look feminine or not. I don't know if that's like how bad it is, or it's just like I can see myself and I can see everything, and I really don't know if I'm feminine or not. So that's awesome. And I guess that kind of triggers low self-esteem. I think I do have a little bit of a low self-esteem, which is why I depend on people complimenting me to make me feel better, which is something that you should never do. And something that I'm working on, but honestly, it's a slow process, and I don't know. So I guess gender dysphoria can also trigger low self-esteem by some of your other triggers like body or face and stuff like that. So I would say my self-esteem is low, but it's not like to the ground. It's like there's like this much in between my self-esteem and the ground, and I should be like all the way up there. But again, it's something that's slowly rising and something that I can slowly work on. But I admit I do rely on compliments to kind of make me feel better about myself, which sucks, because then like if someone like thinks I'm pretty but doesn't compliment me, I'm just like, where's my compliment? It's something so just, I'm working on it, you guys. I think I can get high self-esteem one day. It's not something that I want to do either. It's just I feel like the constant need to like be complimented. And I'm also needy and I like love attention, so all of that like combined together makes a perfect storm. Anyway, another thing that I'm really just worried about, but it isn't as bad anymore, is my voice. I actually made a video on this like last year, I think, when I was still in school. It was like a voice insecurity, I think it was the name of the video, and it was just like, you know, just like, you don't have a man voice, this and that. So it looked like, honestly, it looked like someone snatched my eyebrows off my face. I was like a full like Trisha Paytas breakdown, and that's not even making fun of Trisha Paytas. I'm being serious. I actually like, I watched Trisha's videos and I can honestly relate to how she's feeling at that moment. Anyway, so my voice isn't that bad anymore because obviously I'm, you know, doing YouTube. I have to talk. I could just add subtitles. No, so I could just like, you know, I'd have to talk, and I haven't really trained my voice because I don't know, I don't feel like it works for me, because I'll try talking like Elmo for like 2 hours, like each day, and it doesn't, I guess I'm really impatient is a bad quality of mine. So I'm just, I'm super impatient, and I'm just like, okay, I'm talking like Elmo, can I get a girl voice now? Which, honestly, my voice isn't bad. It is not as deep as some cisgender women's are. So that's kind of what makes me just, like, stop and, you know, some cis women have deeper voices than I do, and imagine how they feel. It's just, it goes with how you are made. And maybe talking like Elmo can work for some people, but I feel like it doesn't work for me, or I'm just too impatient, to be honest. another thing that I have only dealt with once, I feel like accidentally in my life. Now, this is being misgendered. Through my whole transition, I've only been misgendered once on accident. And before I even came out as trans and I had like long hair and stuff like that, my hair was like down here, and like I wasn't trans back then, but I would get like called a girl all the time, so I'm just like, okay. Like secretly inside, I was like, hell yeah. But like I was either out with family or friends, so I was just like, no, I'm a dude, which kind of killed me to say, but I kind of just, I didn't know what being transgender was, and I wasn't out, so it's something that I had to do. So anyway, sorry, that was a little burp. I was at the gas station, and keep in mind, my eyebrows, again, were snatched off my face. I didn't have any eyebrows. They were worse in that video, and this was only like a year ago. I was at the gas station getting stuff, and I had a long, baggy shirt. This shirt's baggy, but it was not as baggy as this. It was like literally a dress on me, which I guess is kind of like this one. I don't know. And then, like sweatpants and, you know, a bun or whatever. And I go up to like buy my stuff. I set my stuff down, and the chick is just like, "Is that gonna be all for you, sir?" My face got beet red. I was like, I was shook. I was like, oh my god, like, did this just happen to me? And then, like, I think someone whispered to her or something. I don't remember. It all went by fast. But then she was like, oh, I'm sorry. And, like, I don't know. I didn't, like, let my facial expression, like, go. But I was just kind of like, okay, yeah. Like, I don't know. And, you know, that shit hurts your heart because you're like, damn, like, they're not even being an asshole. They're not even meaning to be an asshole. They just accidentally misgendered you, and you're just like, ugh. Now, I've actually been misgendered a lot by asshole people who are just trying to make me feel bad or sad, but that's like the only time I've ever been accidentally misgendered by someone who didn't know I was trans. So that was fun. That was a self-esteem boost. But that was the last year when I was going through like a rough patch in my life. So I wasn't looking good. I wasn't feeling good. It was just, I think I was in school still at that time. So I was like super depressed. School made me super depressed. I think that can be another video in its own. Also, how how school ended for me. I think I might make that another video, honestly. Anyway, so, I have one more thing to talk about, then I'm going to end the video. I might make a whole separate video just because this is so long already about depression, but I kind of talked a little bit about depression in this video, so I don't know if I will or not. But honestly, this is stuff that I haven't done, but I totally recommend to help you get through this because it is so hard, you guys. Please, like, check out support groups. I know there are a couple LGBT support groups that, in my area that I'm looking at going to. Real life friends, like, you know, friends in real life. Maybe you have a trans friend you could talk to, or just someone to vent to, and someone who's going to be there for you. And then internet friends. I have a lot of internet friends. Not many friends in my area that I hang out with. But I do have a lot of internet friends, and I can tell you that it really, really helps. Like, I don't feel as much alone as I do. And sometimes I talk to some trans women, you know, just telling them how I feel and stuff like that. And it really, really helps because sometimes they can, like, you know, they totally understand where you're coming from, and they, you know, they sympathize with you, and they actually kind of get where you're coming from. Like instead of talking to someone who's cis, which honestly, I talk to my mom a lot, and I talk to a bunch of cis friends a lot, but deep down they don't really like 100% truly understand what's going on with me, which kind of makes me upset. I guess this is why I'm doing YouTube, to kind of help educate people. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that you guys are not alone, and even if it doesn't seem like it, it does get better. Now, it hasn't gotten 100% better for me, but my life, what is it called? My quality of life is definitely better than it was 6 months ago. Even 3 months ago, my quality of life is better. Just things will slowly get better. It takes time. Please don't do anything rash. Please don't think about doing anything rash. I've been there. It sucks. Call a hotline, the Trevor hotline, or anything, you know. I don't want anyone to hurt themselves. We need to help each other and, you know, comfort each other and, you know, be there. So I have my information down below. If you want to reach out to me and you're depressed and you want to talk, I will be there for you as best as I can. And yeah, I love you guys so, so much. I'm sorry this video is so long. But I don't know like how else to make it shorter unless I did parts, which is just not something I'm going to do. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some insight to kind of how I feel on a day-to-day basis. Like, again, I have good days and bad days. It just depends. I'm like having an iffy day right now. I don't know. I don't really like the way I look, but I'm still here. Filming for you guys. So yeah, I love you guys so, so much, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, bye.